this is my second podcast. Again, I want to thank all my Spotify, Apple Music listeners, and watching this on YouTube. I just want to say thank you. Right now, I have one sponsor, which is Anchor. Anchor is the app I use to help upload my podcast. So, shout out to Anchor again. And on today's podcast, for my second guest, all the way from Ecuador, now residing in Los Angeles, California, he goes by the name of
Davio.
What's good, my guy?
That's good, my man.
Good to see you.
Thank you so much.
Full disclosure, before we get started, me and him actually kind of work somewhat in a production deal with my independent record labels. Full disclosure, I do want to see him do well as an artist. It's beneficial for me and him, so full disclosure. But that's not why he's here today. There will be many artists on the podcast, but he's here today because I do believe he is the next big thing for Latin music.
Thank you so much.
So, before we get into that, give me your story. Why did you come to America to pursue your dreams as an artist?
Dude, that's a great question. Well, I always liked music since I was a little kid. I never really imagined coming to the States to pursue music here. But I got the chance to win a full scholarship to Berklee College of Music in 2014.
Wow.
So that's an opportunity that you cannot say no.
And how did you get that from Ecuador? Was it like, did they come to Ecuador to give you the scholarship or something you applied for?
Yeah, so basically what happened is like, I had to study computer science first.
Gotcha.
Because my family didn't support my career in music. Like, I met a lot of people go through the same situation. So I had to study that, but I was always doing music by the side. In 2010, I was making my records on my storage place, you know, like a garage or something.
Right.
And I created like a small EP, put it out, somehow go to the radios, and got me selected as one of the best new artists of that year in my country, 2010.
Wow.
Which was crazy, you know?
So, running back, so when you did that first recording, you had bare bones in your garage. Which program are you using?
Yeah, I remember I was using at that time, I have a pedal board by Line 6 that came with a software called Waveworks. So I was using this software called Waveworks to put like all the sequences together, and then I was using Logic. So I started like recording with Logic and making my album.
Gotcha.
So put it out, somehow got selected to one of the best new artists in the country for that year. I was studying computer science, my family didn't support music at all.
Right.
And then they invited me to the red carpet. So I was like, oh man, this is sick. So I took my dad with me. I was like, Dad, you want to come with me? And he was like, yeah, let's go. So we went there, and he was like, dude, this guy is actually doing it for real, you know. He has talent, and it looks like a real profession. He's not like he's going to be a drug addict or something, you know?
Right.
Because that was the big fear of my parents.
Right, that you come here, lose your mind, and be a rock star.
Be the rock star. Everything that I'm against, you know.
Right.
Because I was a nice kid when I was a kid. I'm still. So, anyways, I took them, and they were like, man, we're going to support you.
Right.
We didn't have enough money to pay 2 universities at the same time. My grandma was paying for my computer science degree.
Okay.
So I couldn't leave it, you know, already committed to her, like, I'm gonna finish this. So I had to ask for like a lot of credits, and thank God I got it. I went to this college that is part of Berklee College of Music. This is like a Berklee International Network.
Gotcha.
So I went there, I started studying like 8 to 4 p.m. I remember, music, and then 5 to 11 p.m. in another college, computer science, for 2 years.
So you're going to 2 colleges back and forth?
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
I have so many
while
classes.
Pursuing your goals as being an artist to come.
Man, I was committed, dude.
So you were grinding.
I was committed, dude. I was like, I don't give a fuck, you know?
So that goes into the whole thing. People say you got to put in 10,000 hours of hard work to become a professional.
Dude, work and like be relentless, you know? Because I only wanted to make music. I was doing computer science because I wanted to honor my grandma, you know, because I know she fought for me to have a great future and everything. But I never pictured myself doing computer science. When I was studying computer science, every project I did was related to music.
Gotcha.
You know, I developed softwares for like record labels and shit. But anyways, I entered like the college to study music, and of course, if you study music, if you're doing your passion, the only thing you can do is like be the fucking best.
Right.
You know, because you're doing what you love. If you get bad grades or something, like, dude, you shouldn't be doing music.
Right.
So I getting good grades. I was having fun, and I feel like these are God connections. On my second semester or third semester, one of my classmates from a semester above me, he was like, dude, I have a project in the studio, I'm looking for artists. I hear your music, why don't you record a song with me? I was like, yeah, sure. We went there to record my song, and in the second floor of the studio is the Dean office.
Gotcha.
So he came to the studio one day and was like, dude, who is this guy?
Yeah.
He was like, oh, that's David, you know. I was like, that's awesome. Like, he's in my Harmony 3 class, so he was the teacher of Harmony 3.
Right.
And he was like, he has great grades, and he's also had dope music. So we had a test like 2 days before, and I didn't study too much because I had like so many classes. But somehow I got like an A+ in the class, and everyone else failed. Dude, that was like legit God, man.
Yeah.
He came to the class today like screaming like, I can't believe you have like so many, like everyone have failed it, and I taught you really well.
Yeah.
It's really bad. He's like, who is David Arregui? And I'm like, dude, my career is over.
Right, because you thought you failed.
I thought I failed, you know,
thought you failed.
you know that this career is all about like our connections, you know?
Yeah.
If you think your body's great, you're gonna work with him. But if you think he sucks, you're not gonna work with him. So I'm like so afraid that my career will be like crashed. And he was like, David, you are the only one who has an A+. You also have like great music, and I'm looking for students like you.
Right.
So I would love to give you a scholarship to Berkeley, Valencia. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like in a classroom with like 30 people.
You was the one that got it.
I was the one, and I was in shock. I couldn't not even talk. Like, is this really happening?
Right.
Everyone started clapping like a Disney movie. And I was like, so I was like in shock. And I called my mom, like, Mom, this is just happened. And she was like, what?
Right.
So to make the story short, Berkeley, Valencia is for like, what is the thing when you finish college and you do like?
It's like postgraduate college?
Yeah.
Okay.
So after you finish your like undergrad,
yeah,
you know, grad school.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do like a grad school in music.
Yeah.
I was already 5 years in computer science.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do that shit.
Right.
So I wanted to talk to him. He was like, his name is Esteban. I was like, Esteban, if you truly believe in me, you gotta send me to Berkeley, Boston, right now.
And so you went to Berkeley, Boston?
Yes, because Berkeley, Boston has the best teachers of the world. Like Prince producer, Beyonce, all of them there in Boston. Okay. So I went ball there like, dude, gotta send me to Boston.
How many years were you in Boston? So we're in Boston. How many years were you in Boston for?
So in Boston I started in 2014.
Okay.
So I finished computer science the same year, 14, and then packed my luggage and went to Berkeley on 2014. Spring 2014, I remember.
Gotcha.
Spent there 4 years.
4 years. So during your time frame there, what were some of your challenges of being new in America while studying music while in college?
Yeah, there was lots of challenges, especially like the language was like a very first barrier. Still today.
That was very gotcha.
Still you have the accent. But anyways, I studied English since I was a kid, you know, because I went to an American school, like but you don't really care.
Right.
You're like, yeah, I don't care. You never know. You never think you're gonna go to study college in the States, you know. Like, I wanted to be a soccer player.
Right.
But then you go there and you're like, dude, it's getting real. I should learn. So I started like learning, but it was always kind of complicated to me because there's a lot of slangs that they don't taught us in school.
Right.
So it was pretty hard, like the pace and like suddenly change all the college system to another language to try to be the best. You know, it was hard, but it was a nice challenge.
Challenges build character. So while you were there at Berkeley, did you come across any other producers you now see that have made it so far in the field? I know Berkeley basically breeds like superstars.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I just graduated like a little over a year ago. Okay. So definitely, you know, like the first years as a music producer or musicians, you're tough because you gotta show the world who you are. You know? Right. No one knows you. But I have friends that are already like making it, and like one of my close buddies, Milan Becker, he just had a credit on Travis Scott album.
Nice.
Yeah. So one of my other buddy from Ecuador, he's a mixing engineer. He's also got like some crazy like big records for like rappers and stuff. I don't remember the names, but they're like doing it great. Yeah, man. I can't wait to see like in 5 years how everyone's doing. But But definitely Berkeley is a top school, so it teaches you how to be ready for the market. So
ready for the market. Now, to speak of that, because it's all about marketing and social media and influence, and how are you marketing yourself different from other producers or / engineers to kind of attract clients, but also be seen as an artist? Because I know you're kind of doing both. I know you're producing for people, but you also are an artist yourself.
Yeah.
So let's talk about how, as a producer, you're bringing clients to yourself.
Yeah. So
and
definitely,
don't give away all your secrets. Just give maybe your top 5 tips to any listeners listening right now of how they can market themselves. Don't give away all your sauce. Just give them 5.
right. So basically, in order to be a producer, the first thing you need to know is you need to prove who you are.
Okay.
It's as easy as that. There's no way you can go talk to a client and say yeah, I'm really good.
Yeah.
And you should work with me. They're not gonna work with you.
You gotta show and prove, basically.
You need to prove them you're good.
Okay.
So how do you do that? You put music out. Your music needs to be really good, so they will I'll see myself making music like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I need you.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get to your level.
Right.
So my plan was just make music. So see, once I was in college, I was always wanted to compete with people on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to put my songs in the radio. So lots of my clients are with me right now because they saw my music, they heard my music in the radio.
Right.
You know? And they're like, I like your song, I want to work with you. That was kind of my first advice. But also is be professional at what you do. You know.
Right.
So many producers, they believe in they buy it. They chill and just go with the flow, which is really cool. I'm not against that. But this is an industry. You gotta be professional. If you have a deadline, you gotta follow it. If you're in the studio, you have to be drunk.
Right.
Or you have to focus on it. If your artist wanna be like that, that's cool.
Yeah.
But you need to be 100% ready to make the best possible record. You know, and analyze the market. I believe a really good producer is a really good psychologist. You need to combine different worlds like songwriting. You analyze the songwriting world. You analyze the market as a businessman, and you analyze the art. So you put them together and you create an image for your artist. So you get inside your artist's mind and try to psychologically analyze him of what he's wanting to show the world.
Right.
So and he might even not know, you know. So you need to figure it out, and that's when people really connect to you. So I always start producing one song for an artist. And they get so connected to me that they want to do a whole project.
Nice.
Because I can connect them to me and they know they can trust me.
Okay.
So that's advice.
That's it. There's advice. I like that advice. I'm with you on that. Being an engineer myself, I know people have different, ways that they go about engineering and doing things. Me myself, I know I need to be clear-headed when I'm engineering. I can't be smoking or partaking in a drink. 21 and older, it's okay. Drink with us. But yeah, I get that because I feel like if I'm in a session, I'm trying to engineer and if I'm going to do a job, I feel maybe a little slower, but on the key commands or something like that. If I've been drinking or smoking, which I don't advise if you're doing something professional anyway.
Yeah.
I like that. So while we're on the subject still, who are some people in the industry that you want to work with? Name let's do top 2. Top 2 people you can work with in the industry who sound you have the sound to take them to get them that next Latin or American Grammy or American Music Award.
Right.
Who you want to work with?
This is a really cool question.
Let's put that manifestation out in the universe right now.
That's right.
Say 2 names right now. Who you want to work with? We'll get the reason
That's
why.
a really cool question for me because honestly, one of my dreams is not to work with an artist that's recognized, but an artist that doesn't have a name.
Oh, brand new.
So I can put him there.
Him or her.
Or her.
There we go.
So that's my dream because working with someone that has already a name is really cool, but it's kind of easier.
Okay.
Because they already have a lot of stuff. They don't have to prove much.
Gotcha.
But if you do it with someone brand new, that's a different ballgame.
I like
So that's what I'm doing right now. So I have these artists right now that her name is Davio.
Okay.
And he's a Latin artist, and I need to put her on the Grammy thing, you know?
Maybe we'll get her on the podcast if she wants to. Maybe.
Yeah. So I'm working on her album right now, and there's another one. Her name is Kate Fake, so I'm working in 2 different worlds. I'd love to be as versatile as possible. So Kiki Bello, she makes reggaeton, Latin. It's from the Latin market. And Kate Fake is American. She's an American singer.
Okay.
Who's doing a lot of soul, dance, music. So
Gotcha.
I'm working in these tours. That would be my dream, man. That they achieve their goals, you know, like be on the grounds while they don't like billboards.
I like that. So maybe hopefully we'll have those two people join the podcast
For
one
sure.
day. Hopefully.
For sure, yeah.
All right, so we'll talk about you as a producer. Now let's talk about Davio, who's an artist.
Davio was an artist.
Shout out to you. How many videos do you have on YouTube right now? I've seen a few of them, but you gotta tell people, give them your rundown. This is your time you should be bragging. How many videos do you have on YouTube right now?
So I have
Singles.
2 videos right now. I have 2 videos on YouTube.
Which are shot very well for someone who's an independent artist. They look really professional.
Thank you so
well
much.
done.
I love video. Videos are one of my passions. I have 2 right now, and I'm planning to do more. But right now there's 2 videos, and I have 5 songs on Spotify.
Gotcha.
And I have an upcoming EP of 3 songs coming out in 2 weeks on September 20th.
September 20th, EP
Yes,
comes out.
exactly.
So hopefully this podcast will be out before then.
Yeah, hopefully.
It'll be out. I'm gonna make sure it's out before September 20th.
If it is out, just go right now. Just pre-save. Go buy.
Tell them.
You can like buy it right now on iTunes. There's like already ready before the release date, but you can just go pre-do all the things, you know.
September 20th, EP dropping.
EP dropping, and it's
September 20th, EP dropping. September 20th. There we go. It's out there.
September 20th, yes.
Like
And it's an EP of collaborations.
Gotcha.
It's 3 songs with different artists. I'm always a businessman.
Gotcha.
So how can I expand my reach?
Gotcha.
So one of my artists is from Brazil. I've been looking to get into the Brazilian market. So she sings in Portuguese in the song. And I have another artist from Colombia. And I have another one from my country, from a different part of my country.
Nice.
So I have these 3 people working on these songs, and I'm really happy with the results we got since my sound is getting there, you know.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what's happening as Davio.
I like that, Davio. And for my YouTube viewers, yes, I do keep looking at the camera because I want to make sure it's actually recording and the light is on. That's what you do when you're independent by yourself. You gotta make sure things are working.
Dude, absolutely, man. I just went to the gym. And
keep it at 100. You just came from the gym. Keep it at 1,000. We keep 1,000 there. I like that. I like your grind. I mean, I see you. I definitely want to bring you back on here for episode 102, which is probably like, Jesus, probably a year from now. I'm pretty sure you're gonna be like on top of the charts.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that.
I believe you, man. So okay, let's talk about music management. Who's managing your music? Like, how DIY, for those who don't know, means that you do it yourself, are you right now? Like, who is handling the business aspect of your music career right now for you?
So yeah, right now it's pretty much me.
Okay.
But it was not like because you need to have like a solid ground if you want to do it yourself.
Right.
And I always tell to my clients and everyone, before you sign a deal with someone, you gotta make sure you have everything ready. You know?
Right.
Because you will need to be able to negotiate a deal.
Yeah.
Because you can be an artist that is just put on the shelf. You know, they won't do anything for you.
That's facts. That does happen.
But if you do it yourself first and you get like a fan base yourself, you have like some plays yourself and stuff, they're gonna be willing to like negotiate with you. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm doing it by myself as an independent artist. But all the legal aspects of my career were managed by Harvard, the Harvard Recording Project, which are students for Harvard University.
That's nice. Sounds pretty good to me. Harvard. That sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah, so they need all my legal contracts and stuff.
And are you still working with them now?
Yes, I have all the contracts ready, so I don't need to use them anymore. But they're there for me whenever I need them. So every time I have to sign a deal, I'll always like contact them, and they will like check out my agreements or like contracts and stuff like that. So they were part of my team when I just started, because I was in Berkeley.
Yeah.
So I had that connection. I could work with them, like these graduate students. So that was really useful.
It's all about connections, and you should use them and reciprocate the love as much as you can. You know, it's great, man. So, who or what management company would you want to sign with?
Honestly, if I sign with a manager, I'd rather sign with someone that is close to me and I can trust.
So you want a personal manager versus a management company?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I'd rather have someone that is really smart and driven. And maybe he's not even in the music industry.
Okay.
You know, because this is what I feel. Sometimes people from the music industry think about music industry and think inside the box.
Right.
You know? Whereas if you find someone that's outside the music industry, they're gonna give you strategies that no one has.
That's very true. I mean, you look at someone like LeBron James. I believe one of his close friends became his agent.
Yeah.
I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong in the YouTube comments or wherever. I think Drake's personal manager, his main manager, is like his good childhood friend.
Probably.
And he raps about it like, if you're gonna give someone 10-15%, you might as well just give it to your homie and have him look out for you. You know.
Exactly.
So even if they don't know the music business, they can still peep it if it's some doo-doo, if it's a doo-doo contract. And if anything, for any artist, if you get a contract in front of you, no matter what label who it's from, take the time, take the day to reach out to an entertainment lawyer. I'll say it again. Take the time to reach out to an entertainment lawyer and have them look over the contract. And that might cost you a couple $100 depending on where you're at. But just to make sure you're not signing some janky deal, you know?
Right. Yeah, that's 100% right. And the two things that you said are 100% right.
Yeah.
I'd rather have my body that's gonna be willing to like protect my back and support me than a random dude that just want my money, you know?
Yeah.
So it's a really like middle point between having someone who's like driven, professional, smart, and be close to you,
Right.
and have like, it's a good manager, right? And also on the other side, like spend some money on entertainment lawyers.
Yeah.
Because a contract can fuck you up.
Yeah.
Like I had this contract that this random company wanted me to sign.
Right. We won't say their name, but tell us the story.
Yeah. So these dudes basically wanted me to sign with them for 2 years, and they wanted me to give me like a production deal, a songwriting deal, and an artist deal with a major label, right? Which just sounds legit on paper, but in reality, it's not like that.
Okay.
Like,
let's give them the reality.
It's not that you sign with them and they give you the contract. You sign with them and they need to shop you and see if they like you,
Right.
and then you sign, right? So they wanted me to sign like a non-compete for 2 years. You know, so what if they don't get me anything? I'm stuck with them for 2 years, so my career will be in hold for 2 years.
Right. You can't afford that.
You cannot afford that, so never do that in your career. Never, ever, ever. So that's why you need a lawyer to tell you, dude, if you do this, if this happens, you're screwed for 2 years.
Right.
So he will tell you, like, what if you suggest them to give you a non-exclusive agreement? So they can shop you and they get you the deal, they get 15%, but if they don't get you the deal, nothing happens.
Right.
So that's a lawyer. I was like, yeah, dude, you're so smart. So what happens, they didn't agree because they were trying to take advantage of me. And that's why you get your lawyer,
Right.
you know? So spend it, it's worth it, it's really worth it.
Okay, so that's enough music talk for right now, because you know this podcast is about a lot of stuff. So I've been seeing a lot of things on Instagram lately. What is this passion for surfing and mountain bike riding recently? Break this down to me. Let's go to the surf part. You've been surfing a lot. Because you're surfing at what, 5:30 a.m. tomorrow morning? And this is why we got to wrap this up early. What do you give from surfing? What does your mind go? What is the clarity, the allure of surfing?
Dude, this is such a great question, because like sports for me are everything, you know, because I learned so much from them, especially surfing and mountain biking, because I grew up in the islands in Ecuador. I'm surrounded by mountains. So my getaway when I was studying like 2 colleges was like going on a weekend with my dog to the mountains and connect with my God, you know. I loved it, dude. It was just take my dog, me, the mountains. It was amazing. So it gave me a fresh start for every week, a lot of inspiration. And since I was a kid, I've always dreamed about surfing, because I grew up watching this cartoon called Rocket Power.
Rocket Power. I think I've seen that. I'm not sure.
And I love the California life, like surfing, like skating, biking, beach. And somehow God gave it to me all, you know, and I'm in California right now.
Right.
So I was like, I want to buy a surfboard and start surfing. Now, when I was 18 in Ecuador, I almost died surfing.
Wow.
Yeah. I almost died because I was naive. I rented the wrong board. 7 feet waves. Really stupid. And I almost died. And then I came back and I was like, you know what? I'm going to try it again. I'm going to face my fears. And that's the first lesson that surf taught me, you know. I bought my surfboard, I put all the gear, and went to Malibu.
Wow.
First day, 5 feet waves. I get inside the water, and got hit by a big wave, and PTSD came to my head. I was like,
wow.
I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this. And I went out of the water, and I was like, my surfboard right there, my wetsuit, I already bought it. I spent like some money there. And I was like, you know what? I'm not a quitter. I'm gonna face my fears. So I went back to the water, faced the freaking waves in, and started to enjoy surfing. So that was the first lesson that surfing taught me, like face your fears.
That sounds like a life lesson that a lot of people can apply, even if it's not surfing, it's just about. So basically, you got back in that water, kind of like people say you fall off the horse, you get back up. You get knocked down in the ring, you get back up.
You get back up.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean, same thing. If you fail, like in your first project, you put your music out and did work. You get back to the studio, you record the next one, just keep going, you know. And that's one of the things that surf taught me, and also it taught me like one of the things that I don't like about myself is like I'm really impatient.
Gotcha.
So I want to do something like right now.
Yeah.
You know, if I like a girl, I want to be her right now. if I want to put a song out, I want to drum it right now.
Right.
You know, it's not patient. It's like boom, 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 boom. Wow, work, and I expect like the results tomorrow, and it's life's not like that.
Right.
And when you're surfing, like 90% of your time, you're not surfing. You're like dealing with the ocean. You're paddling, going underneath the water, expecting the perfect wave so you can catch. So you gotta be patient. And I was not patient, so I was like getting everywhere, wave getting smashed with the waves, wiped out. Like my fingers were destroyed. I hit the rocks. I was like, you know what? Gotta be patient. Gotta wait for the wave and take the perfect ride. And then you're gonna become a better surfer. And then I was like, dude, same thing in life, man. You gotta put your best work, but you need to be patient. Because God knows the perfect time. So I learned that, dude, from surfing.
Man, I like that. I think we should end the podcast right there. That sounds that sounds good. Take what he just said and rewind that back a couple times and listen to it again. So, but before we go, give them all your social medias and where they can contact you at.
Davio Music.
Just did it to camera and give them everything.
So Davio Music everywhere you want. So if you go to Instagram, it's gonna be like Davio. Davio Music, and that's my Instagram, that's my YouTube channel as well, that's my Facebook. That's pretty much all I use. And definitely Instagram, that's the main one that I use. I love to post my life there. Just go follow me, give me a like. And if you want to buy my music, that's going to really support my career. And next year, I hope to see you with the Grammy here at the table.
Yeah, I will. Like I said, we're connected. I said, hey, you can get a Grammy. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. You know, I hope that works out good. I believe in you.
Thank you so much.
Because honestly, you know, when I did start my indie, you know what? We're not gonna get into all that. That's for another podcast. It's about you today. Davio, thank you for coming out.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate this guy. He's been so helpful with me. Such a nice friend and like colleague. I'm looking forward, dude, for like keep doing some music together, man.
For sure, we gotta do something. Next EP. Alright, I'm gonna sign out. Till next time.
Peace out.
Like I said, if you are a sponsor and you want your products to be on my podcast, or you just want to sponsor my podcast and help it grow bigger, message me on Instagram, DM me, message me on YouTube or wherever you find me. But thank you for tuning in to MaseratiHolla Live. This is episode 2, and until next time, keep it classy. Is that a good sign off?
That's a good one.
I don't know. We'll see
That's
what works
a good
next
one.
time.
Keep it classy.
Keep it classy.